Hey guys, welcome back to VLNS. So now this is part 2 of the Q&A questions that I did last week. If you have not yet checked it out, please go back and check that video out and then you come back here, because many of you are asking the same question over and over and over and over, and I have answered the questions, and a lot of the videos have all of these answers. And if you want answers to a particular situation as it relates to orientation, interview, particular agency, then you go and find those videos, because I have them in my playlist. Yes, I have them in my playlist, so please go and check them out. And before I forget, if you're new, please subscribe, because I have seen that many of you have not yet subscribed to my channel, and it's free. It not costs no nothing, just a click of the button, you understand? So just subscribe, support the channel, watch this video to the end, and yeah, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you have other person out there that's interested in J1 or J1 information, send them a video, because you never know, you might help someone, you understand? While I know this channel is not all about J1, it's about my life and everything that I do in my life, that part will help them out, you know, that aspect of my life will help them out. And as I said before, I am seeking to know more about the H2B program, so sooner or later you'll not only get J1, you will get H2B. You will not only get my life as it relates to traveling and so forth, you'll get everything compact on this channel. So please subscribe, turn on your post notification, leave a comment, and let me know where you're watching from. If you're in St. Catherine, Jamaica, you know, US, any other country, just let me know where you're watching from. Okay? So the first question that I was blessed with, obviously, the first question that I was blessed with is there an age limit? No. For some agencies there are age limits, and for some there are not. For the most part, the age limit is like 31, because you know you're supposed to be in university, and average age supposedly supposed to be from around 18 to 25. But you know, things and times change, and persons are now in university at a later date, and they extend it to 31 years. However, you have other agencies such as Steep International, where, for me it was a concern, because I am not as young as you may think. I know the good Lord has blessed me. Yeah, I'm not as young as you think, so it was a major concern for me. So I did my research and I asked Steep International, and they said that once you're in school, whether you're doing your first degree or your second degree, which is your master's, then you're free to go on the program, just as long as you're in school. So you just need to find the best agency that suits you and go along with them. So for 3 years I went on a program with Global Insight, and the reason why I changed the last year is because they only allow you to go on it 3 times. So that is why I had switched to Steep International. Sadly, Corona came. So I hope that answers your question. You know, it all depends on the agency that you're going with, then age should not be a problem. Another question that was asked is, what's Steep cost? Right now, just as all of the agency, it's between $1,200 to $1,600 for the program fee. Registration is for $2,500 for Steep, and for others is from $2,500 upward. Now remember, every year the price may go up or the price may go down. So if you want this direct answer, specific answer, you would have to contact Steep for yourself and get the answer. I cannot tell you, hey, this is what I paid for Steep, because every year things change, you know, inflation and these stuff happen, so it forces the company to increase their price, or something may happen and they decrease their price. So you just have to contact Steep and ask Steep. But the average cost for these agencies between $1,200 to $1,600 US. And I even heard some agencies said $1,800. Nah, I don't know right now. But yeah. Someone asks, what will happen if you fail a course? No, nothing will happen if you fail a course. You just need to know that your GPA is over 2.0 and you'll be good, because everybody know that not everybody will pass their courses. Just ensure that your GPA is over 2.0 and you'll be good to go. If you go at the embassy and they ask you a question like what did you do, or if it's on your transcript and they ask you why did you fail it, just answer confidently and say, hey, I had too much on my plate, there was so much going on, and they'll look past that. They don't care if you fail a course. All they care is that you're maintaining your GPA at 2.0. Okay? Another question that was asked is, hey, I'm a 32-year-old practical nurse. Can I go on the program? It all depends on where you're doing your studies. Now, for most agencies, there's a listing of school that is approved to go on the program, and if your school is approved under that, then sure, it doesn't matter if you're even doing mechanic. Once your school is listed on that list, then you're free to go on the program. Now, some of these schools include UWI, UTech, NCU. I know they do nursing. So if you're under those brackets, then you're free to go. And as I said, with a 32-year-old, you will have to find an agency that will accept your age. Now, Steep International, for one, can do that. So you can check it out, contact them, let them know that, hey, I'm a 32-year-old practical nurse. Can I go on the program? This is the school that I'm doing it at, and they will better to access you. Another person said that I have exam in June, but the companies are posting jobs in May. Can I still go on the program, or what can she do? Now, whenever a company state a period as it's, whether it's May to September, that's when they're available to take you. It doesn't mean that if you have exam in June, then you cannot go on the program. They just want you to know that that's when their season has started, right? So you cannot go before May. So you cannot go in March. You have to go like from May onwards. So whether if your exam is even in July and you want to go in July, then that's up to you. They just want to let you know that that's when their period starts. So you cannot come before May. Now for me, I normally go in May, the first week in May, because I want to maximize on the amount of money that I make. But a lot of my classmates don't go until in June, because that's when the last exam, right? And God is so good that my exam always finishes in the first week in May. So I just hop on that plane and go about my business and go and work that money. Now, what you should do is, when you have an interview with them, you let them know, because they will ask you, when are you willing to work? And when you tell them that, okay, I'm willing to work the 20th of June, then they're going to take a note of that, and that date will be on your DS form. So when you go to the embassy, that's when they will see that, okay, you're willing to work on the 20th of June, so I'm going to give you a visa from that date onwards. So don't be alarmed. You can pick any of those jobs that you want, and when you have that interview, just let them know that this is when I'm available. Okay? Now, for this one, I've been getting a lot of questions, like a lot of questions on this one. Like, everybody wants to know, do I know any loan company that helped to finance the program? Now, for me personally, I didn't take any loan from any loan company, but my first year I took a loan from a friend, which was my neighbor. So I took the loan and I said, okay, when I come back, I'll give you back the money, or within my time there, I'll give you the money. At the time, I didn't know about transferring money online, and there was no Western Union and all that. So I waited until I got here, and what I did, I came to agreement. I said, okay, if I borrow this amount, then I'll give you 50% on the amount that you loan me. So that's what I did. So you can now get a friend, get a family member to loan you some money, and then you put a percentage on it. As it relates to loan companies, there are loan companies out there that lend you money, and as it relates to J1, because I know many of you wouldn't want to be sending money back home every month or every week to pay that loan company, but you would want that loan company to wait or probably deduct it from your pay or so forth. There are loan companies, I don't know them personally, but someone has asked me if I know a loan company named J1 Financiers. You guys can check it out for yourself. I'm don't know about it. I know Global Insight lend money to their students. I'm not sure if they lend money outside of those who sign up with them, but you can check with them. And you know, probably there are banks that just lend you money, you know. So I don't know personally, but my suggestion is that find someone who you can borrow the money from, and borrow the money because you make back that money within a month, okay? And that's me extending it. You can make that money back, you know, in 2 weeks. If you don't have the money now, borrow the money, go on a program, go experience, go make some money, and go on a plane, because many of you have not yet left Jamaica, and it's a great experience. So if you have to borrow the money to go, borrow the money and go. Just know, say, when you go over there, you're not idling. You're going to go there and work back that money, because the good book said that when you borrow money, you're a slave to the person. So just ensure that you go over there, you work your money, give back people them the money, then you can idle after that if you want, because it's your money after that. You understand? Yeah. Now, I hope I answer all your questions, and if you have more questions, please drop them in the comments down below. Message me on Instagram. I do reply to everyone who will message me on Instagram. Follow me on all social at Vilanessa. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Smash that like button, smash that bell, and comment down below. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you have any other suggestion, if you have any other videos that you want to see from me, let me know, and let me tell you this channel is not only about J1 videos. Right? If you go through my page, you'll see I have different tabs or different playlists where I speak on specific topic, so you guys can check those out and subscribe. It's free. Okay, bye.